waiting for Kieran to come and pick me up so we can head to the airport any moment now. Eventually, Kieran did come in his pimped out Tesla, and we made our way to the airport. Here, we met up with the rest of the bozos who would be going on this trip. We've got Chris, Robert, and Kieran. After getting through security and checking in, we were ready to get on our flight to the Netherlands.
Wearing every chain on my neck. Go crazy on them. Whoa, hey, it's summertime, why they tryna throw shade? All these wins, I can never go stay. UFC, I'm tapping to my old ways. I'ma dress this dish like I'm always. Showed your love, ain't show it back, ain't okay. Like the girl that she go both ways. Off the rodeo, I dodged the bull like Olay. Hopped in the Bronco, skirt off like OJ. Flew with that sound, got that Coldplay. I be making meals, made it to a hobby. Don't bring that to the crib, keep that in the lobby.
It's 5 a.m. in America.
We had arrived in the morning, so we chilled for a bit and then went on our little excursion to the city of Delft. Delft was the perfect first Dutch city to visit, as it exactly fit the stereotype that the Netherlands was known for.
Thank you for that observation, Chris.
Literally, the word Delft in Dutch means to dig, which is where the name Delft came from.
What is that?
Look at this place.
It's so slay.
It's really cool.
Also while here, I learned that the Dutch had to be the best in the world at parallel parking.
Salted by rain.
Look at that, no guardrails.
That's crazy. Jump in.
After getting home, it was time to catch up on sleep, since the next day we would be going to Amsterdam.
Look on that.
Do you
Out
mind?
here.
Do you mind?
The Rijksdagen Museum.
Yeah, this painting is of Japan. Look.
Yeah, but they would be like clapping them.
Hold on. Yeah. Look at the size of that boat. Look at this huge building. We're now at the train station for Amsterdam. Had a nice day.
The next day, our plan was to explore the city of Den Haag, which was pretty much right next to where we were staying. However, the weather had other plans. However, we still managed to see some parts of the city.
How do you like the rain, Keiko?
Fabulous.
When it actually started to pour, we found this weird museum with pots and stuff. Unfortunately, after a while, we had to get bailed out due to the rain. Next, we visited the house of one of Kieran's family who happened to live in the Netherlands, who just so also happened to have a Russian fighter jet just lying in their backyard.
Cavs.
Good night.
Alright, so we're out here at, just woke up at 5 a.m. and I'm gonna go for a quick run. Today we're going to head to Germany. We're gonna be on Berlin. It's like an 8-hour flight, so can't wait. I found like a random go here. We have found our €50 a night hostel. Yes. It's even got its own view. Look at that. Isn't it beautiful? Brandenburg Gate.
Get a picture of that kid.
Dude, this is surreal. Look what we're eating. That's the Brandenburg Gate right there. Let's go for it.
You already did it.
Hello everybody. I just took a shower with the boys and we're gonna catch a train in like an hour and head to Hanover just to do a little bit of sightseeing.
After about 3 hours on the train, we made it to Hanover. From there, we took the tram to the Herrenhausen Gardens, a place that we had only known about a day before from looking at Google Maps.
This looks like actual ducks. Let's see how you doing.
Good gaming. I just got the Stomper, so I'm cruising.
€3 per water be like in Germany.
After seeing the gardens, we had lunch at this chill place in downtown Hanover. I also went to go see the cool looking town hall before we left. We were now on our way home after a great journey to Berlin. Everything was going to plan. And then it started to rain. And then our train lost power and had to stop. And then all the trains out of Germany got cancelled.
We out here?
Right, Kieran?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So for the time being, we're stuck in this random town in Germany. Luckily for us though, Hans offered to come pick us up at 2 a.m., which saved us. The next day we decided to take it easy and visited the Dutch city of Volendam, a small fishing city.
We could walk there.
Yeah, we could.
And then we had the idea of trying on some traditional Dutch clothing. The next day we went on a day trip to Antwerpen in Belgium.
We here. Welcome to Antwerpen. We in the best part.
I really want to push you in. It's right there. Just because you're on video.
Antwerpen was nice, but like all the other major European cities, all the cool things were under construction. We had lunch, then walked around a little. And that was pretty much it for Antwerpen. Next would be our trip to Paris. The next day we were up nice and early in order to catch the train for Paris. However, what we didn't know is that since the line was so popular, we actually needed reservations for the seats, which of course were all booked. This meant that instead of taking the 3-hour direct train to Paris, we had to take an 8-hour local route with 5 changeovers.
Never buy no
トレーンチケット
from the
インターレルアップ
bro.
Some of the changeovers were cool though, like the one that stopped in Brussels. That is, if you ignored the sheer amount of trash just laying around, or the train would drop you off in the middle of nowhere in the French countryside.
Off in the middle of nowhere. But look, we found Gaylord again. We found Gaylord in Michigan and in France. Nicest French town right here.
Eventually though, after 8 hours, we made it to Paris.
What's up? We out here. Brothers in Paris.
Hey! Yo, Chris.
Look, boy, but don't believe what's on your TV. Look, boy, don't you sit close to the TV. Look, boy, seeing is believing. Look, boy, yeah. Would it be unlawful? Yeah. To spend this honeymoon in a brothel and share pics from the camera, but they'll be quick to turn that to a scandal. I'm down in the meadows, sliding down the waterfall creek to the ghetto. Need my Rio de Janeiro, and I'm swimming out the track I felt with the medals. So visit me, I just built a castle deep in them trees. That's how I get them backwards free. This right here is some savagery.
The next day it was time to do some other stereotypical French touristy things.
Triangle. Dang, dude, jeez.
Anyway.
Can't wait to sit in that line for 2 hours.
Actually, the wait was more around an hour. Since it was a Louvre, of course it was worth it.
How long before I get in? Before it starts, before I begin? How long before you decide? Or before I know what it feels like? Where to? Where do I go? If you never try, then you'll never know. How long do I have to climb up on the side of this mountain of mine?
The next day we only had time to see Notre Dame before our train left Paris. And of course our last experience with French culture was at the train station, where someone called in a bomb threat. The train ride back was kind of depressing though, because it was the last trip we'd be taking as all 4 of us. Chris and Kieran would have to leave back for the United States in 2 days, which would leave just me and Robert. So for the last day where we'd all be together, we decided we'd just go see the beach. That about wraps up the first part of our European trip, where we would all be together. All in all, I had a ton of fun and made some lifelong memories, and for my first time getting to really explore Europe, I'm glad I got to do it with my friends. Stick around though, because our second part of the journey with Robert to Norway will be coming soon.